you, and I'm so glad to be with you today, and for you to be, on your iPhone or Android, laptop, desktop, or wherever you may be today, watching this video that is cut out just for you. And this is your man, Sonny Wayne Fella. I'm so happy to be coming to you once more. I know a lot of you, over thousands of you, have subscribed to my videos, and I'm so grateful, so thankful, so appreciative of what you have done. I want you to watch my video to the end. Those of you, my subscribers, I say thank you for being so consistent. And those of you who have watched my video or watched my video and have not subscribed, I want to say, could you please do me a favor? Subscribe, because it won't cost you a dime or penny actually. So thank you so much for hitting that notification bell, sharing and liking my videos. Now others will have the opportunity to at least see and hear what you are seeing and hearing today. Thank you. But there's things that we need to discuss. And I use the word discuss because they're very important. Recently I was watching the video of the orator during our Independence Day, knowing that Liberia is 177 years old. We're doing the best we can as a country, especially now the government that is in place. They have started on a good footing, I believe. Even though I am not in Liberia, I am in a foreign country. But from what I see and what I hear, it seems that things are unfolding gradually for the better of our people and our country. But I must admonish us and to be very cautious when we have the opportunity to say something in public, where there are a lot of people from different walks of life, from different countries, that gather together to listen to us when we are fortunate to be appointed or selected to talk about a specific day and specific things. We should be very careful what we say. We could either make or break the situation that we're trying to remedy. And why am I saying all of these? It's because the orator that spoke on our 177th Independence Day said some things that personally I didn't feel at ease about. Even though Liberia was never colonized, we know that, Ethiopia and Liberia, we are 177 years old. We one of the oldest country on the continent of Africa. There were free slaves that left America and went back to Africa. And we see that they were in Sierra Leone there. But because of mosquito bites and malaria and whatnot, there were a lot of them that got killed or died. And they went on to Monrovia, Butcher Island. And we know, some of you know the history of Liberia, But the thing about it is, we came from a country, even though most of us, our forefathers were in Africa and we were sold. Some of us for little or nothing, okay? Maybe for guns or for powder, for whatever the case was. They were sold and brought to the Western world. And it came to a place where there were slaves in America. For so many years, they were treated badly, maltreated, killed, beaten, raped, and a whole lot of other stuff that happened to our people years ago. But it happened that the Proclamation of Emancipation took place here in America, and our people were set free. Those that wanted to be free were set free, and those who wanted to remain as slaves, they continued. But some Africans were fortunate to return to Liberia. And we consider maybe 1847 or whatever time we decided that we have our freedom. We now can live and control ourselves, because we're never controlled by the American Colonizer Society. They were the one who helped our people to go home, and they were there trying to put things in order. But we had Joseph Jenkins Roberts and all of these other people that came from this country, from America, as free slaves to Liberia. But when we have the opportunity to speak, we got to be careful using the expression of changing our Independence Day to call the name INDEFIANCE Day. You know, I don't seem to understand. America have helped Liberia on so many fronts. So many. And we all know that. You and I know that. And if we stand before America and spit in their faces, or in their face, Great Britain and all countries that were involved in helping our country to be a country and to continue to be a country, even with the corruption that have taken place in Liberia. And today we can stand and accuse them and saying that they take more we can give than what they can give to us, or they have received more from us than what we can give, or what we have given, what they have given to us. Tell me, what have we really given to America? What? That's why today they don't have anything how they going on in Liberia besides USAID and the American embassy and maybe some other stuff that I don't know of. But look at other countries that have oil and stuff. America gave these countries so much. They help to develop these countries that we just don't seem to imagine. But then when we have the opportunity, we use erroneous statements. I know people might not agree with me, but that's your feeling. That's what you think. But I believe we need to respect those that deserve respect from us. We don't have to go and insult them. We don't have to go and spit in their faces. We don't have to go and slap them in their faces. Because why? Because we think that we have the opportunity to speak, or because we have some education. And most of us today that are educated, we got educated from the Western world, from America and other countries. That's where we got our education from. And because we were fortunate to get some form of education, now we can stand and insult those who helped us. People who stretch their arms to us to give us a helping hand. Look at the civil war in Liberia. People died. 250,000 or more people were killed indiscriminately. They brought ECOWAS to come and help. It couldn't work, but when America decided to send 200 military men in Monrovia, things were curved. We see how Charles Sutton ran away from Liberia, stating that the helicopter will over his house every night. And this is the country we stand up and insult and say erroneous things about. America is not perfect, but they have given us a lot. They have given us millions for health care. They have given us millions to take care of our country. Millions of dollars, and we all know that. But there are a few people who embezzle this money. Oh, they know they gave and they come and send people to come and take the money back. Not necessarily. Yeah, maybe they send people you say is there to help out, but the money goes through our system as well. And whatever money they spend in our country goes through or go towards our economy to help build our economy. You can't tell me that when America send millions of dollars and you say is there to try to manage it and put it to where it belongs, that they don't buy things from Liberians. They don't purchase things in Liberia. Everything that they eat or wear or do is from foreign country or from America. They buy them right there in Liberia, and how your economy grows. You don't have to just give the money to the banks, and the banks, when they loan the money out to people and they get interest on it, that's how economy becomes better. But now we are brave now because we have peace in our country. And someone can stand up and insult other countries that have been a blessing to our country, Liberia. We should not condone this kind of stuff. I don't care what you think about what I'm saying. If you are rational enough, you will understand what I'm saying. That we cannot continue to do what we are doing. That's why we are who we are today. That's why Liberia keeps slacking behind other countries. Because they just don't seem to appreciate what other people do for us. Even us as Liberians, we don't appreciate what other people do for us. When somebody sends you $50 from America, it's like, all you can send me? Let's go and drink it out because I know where I can get free money from again. That's not how life goes. The little you get, you make the best use of it. America have been helping Liberia. They have helped us. Some of us, we are in this country today. We got education, even though it's not free. But before you go, when you don't have it, they give you the opportunity of studying, and later on you pay back. So we shouldn't just go and start castigating other countries and saying things that is not right or truthful. And you are saying that Liberia, we should celebrate as Independence Day. What's wrong with our people? Why don't you just don't call it anything? Because some were never colonized. Maybe we don't have an Independence Day. Maybe we shouldn't celebrate. July 26th, we shouldn't celebrate it because maybe that is not a day that we should be celebrated because we're never colonized. Where did July 26th comes in as our Independence Day when history said we're never colonized? But then we have the audacity to make statements that is disrespectful, erroneous, and calling the day Independence Day. What do we have? What can we do? The rebels came in Liberia there and destroyed and killed our people. What could we do to defend our country? Can we really defend Liberia? We have to always depend on foreign countries to help us. Even today in our country, when they are talking about something that is going wrong, people stand and say, we call it the international community. We call it the United Nations. We call it America to come and help us. If we got so much boldness and so much sharp mouth, why can't we defend ourselves? Why can't we do these things for ourselves? We always calling on other people to help us. When something happens, we go to the American embassy to go protest and go and beg and send letters in. But then when we have the opportunity of speaking the truth to power so that people can see us for who we are and try to continue to encourage us and stand by us, we go and make statement that is erroneous and so disrespectful. That is wrong. That is very wrong. We can't continue to do that. You are the one that will cause that country to continue to be, what is it, to plateau, to be at a standstill because of the kind of things we say and the way we think. We need to stop this kind of attitude. That's why a lot of our people that is in the diaspora is saying, I'm not going to go back to Liberia. I won't go there because they feel so disenfranchised. They just don't seem to understand why our people do what they do. And now you have the opportunity of saying something that will help our country to develop so that those embassies that are near to our capital city can understand that these people truly, they are appreciative. They are people who care for themselves and care for their citizens. And let us keep on wrapping our arms around them and helping them in whatever way we can. Instead of us saying those kind of things that we encourage one another, we say things that are so terrible. Terrible. Talking about Independence Day. What do you mean Independence Day? Because you have some education? And now you have the privilege holding the paper up. You have a platform or a pulpit. You couldn't even set the papers on the pulpit. You had to hold it in your hand to speak. The speech was not bad. But criticizing and discrediting other countries, I think that's something Liberians will need to speak against. We cannot condone that kind of stuff. We cannot condone it because it is not right. It only causes our people to suffer more. Because if you have your education, you go find a decent job. But what about those who don't have the opportunity or getting the education that you have? What happened? If these people turn against us and say, okay, they don't appreciate what we did or what we are doing for them, so we're going to step back. What will you do for that country? What can you do for the poor man on the street? What can you do for those who are less fortunate in our society? But people go there and start cheering you on. And it's so despicable. Cheering someone saying things that is just erroneous. That doesn't make sense. And you got to cheer that person on. What can you do for Liberia? What have you done for Liberia lately?